and we play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Check three, check three, check three. Six guys, check six guys. Hey, hey. 18. Bang, bang. Back up. Watch the end. Hey, check 24, check 24. Slam. Go. Check some right.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well. Now Leonard Fournette. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Giles. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 49, check 49, check 49.
To throw is Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
18. Get back to one. Let's go. Patch it. Kill. He's cooking.
Fournette, a first down carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
We are going.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
The kick by Lambo is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3.
What? It's 50. Let's go. Quick. It's our time. Truck. He's coming. We got double up. 12. Check He's coming, double up. Hey, he's right.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here we go. Hey, work. Slow down. Boost the team. Check the back. Go, 14. Check. 36.
On 3rd down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 24-yard.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This is Fournette. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Fielded at the 33. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd and 9, Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Wilson, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
14, 14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They begin with a run by Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was brought down by a gain of 2. Brings up
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They keep it with Fournette on first down. Fournette, first down, still going. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards on the ground. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Switch! All those special!
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check it out, Ricky.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Safety's creeping. 14.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Flying 90. Look for signal. Record. Check three. Switch. Watch twist. Check.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Zebra. Mike 50. 3 bucks. What's left?
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Fair. 58 to Mike, 58. Go. Get him.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
58. Mike 58, right there. Slow down. It's just me and you.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, Giles.
You know I'm old school, so I always want a hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, third down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Giles. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on second and 8. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What we got? Local over here. Watch the shit. Boom. Watch the shit.
On second down, here's Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Check. Lucky. Shit.
Fournette. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And he's got some space here. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 27 yards. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 17-14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Back. 4 down. You got tight. You get alert.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Let's go, baby.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
25. Let's go.
Back to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
You already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. it, I gotta get it. You hate cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Act slick, then